ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It's all about the Benjamins, babe.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, babe.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, babe.
Yeah. VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
All out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
Oh, yeah. What up? What up? We got another mock draft getting us ready for this best ball tournament. The first draft is kicking off tomorrow, and then all the slow drafts are kicking in on Tuesday, day after the 4th. We got AJ in the building because he's going to be part of that live draft tomorrow. So we need this practice.
Another day, another mock. Another day, another mock.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Anthony in the building. What up, bro? Shout out to the Get Right Fantasy Network. Shit was dope being on the show last night. And whenever you said the next one is for grading Tuesday, can't wait to be there. All right. Ron in the building. What up? Let's get
Saw that friend request, Juan. I saw that. Ron, I saw that friend request.
Let's see. We got Clark in the building. What up, homie? All right. Let's see. I know everyone said that they were. I think everyone said they're ready. Let me message. All right, cool. John's ready. Who's the last one? Joey. There we go. Making sure he's ready. All right. Yeah, what up, Nick? Say what up? Fire it up. Yep, let's fire this shit up.
All right. Fire 'em up.
Time to smoke. And I think I let my dab get a little too cool. Hold on. Let's see. Super low temp.
Hey, sometimes you got to get those low temp ones in.
I mean, I like that. I'm way on more of the low
Flavor.
temp dabs than those hot dabs. I mean, fuck, I'm not about that hot dab life.
Missing
All right,
a
here
couple
we
green
go.
dots. Here.
What'd you say? The what?
They're missing a couple green dots.
I know TJ was ready. John said he was ready.
Herbert at the 1.
Turn that sound off. Man, I'm really of the mindset that Herbert, Allen, and Mahomes are interchangeable.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Come on,
it's just
TJ.
preference. It's just preference.
Yeah, because they all could be the number 1 QB this year. And, like, either one of them, anything could happen to them, and they could be outside, the top 3, and maybe they're just in the top 6 or 7, but
So you drafting in the 6th spot, are you just trying to like swoop in on value, or you're going in on the best available quarterback right there?
I mean, it really depends on how those first ones shape out, but probably going QB with the first one.
Can't abandon the way I've been moving.
Yeah.
I steady take Lamar right there, so I'm not gonna stop right there.
And Clark even said it too. Herbert won. Yeah, seeing
It's definitely justifiable. Maybe he's trying to build a certain stack, or
you know what? I might not do this tomorrow, but let's try it today and see how this works out. Just lock in Cup right there.
that's what mock drafting's all about.
Yes, then see what kind of I mean, a couple of these guys are in the draft with us tomorrow. I know Clark's in the division. He's the 12th spot.
Stadavelli.
Stadavelli's in it. And I think that might be it out of this crew. And yeah, Anthony said, yeah, probably Tuesday for grading the show because I might get myself too right on the 4th. Yeah, and we already got plans on the 4th. We're going to that Travis Pastrana, the Nitro Circus. They got that on 4th of July at night. So we're gonna go check that out. Dang Yoke Frogger. All right, I know who that is. I got he's in our big group chat.
Kyler Murray going that late.
Yeah, I mean that was one of the ones I was debating on.
For everybody listening, it's gone Herbert, Allen, Mahomes, Burrow, Jackson, Cup, Prescott, Taylor, Jamar as an auto, then Jefferson, Kyler, and then we're at the 12 right now.
I like it. You're already getting into podcast mode, huh? You're already thinking about it.
Just trying to, because I feel like we leave out the people. Because I sometimes when I'm working, I go back and I listen, and I'm like, damn, where we at in the draft?
Yeah. I've been sports talk with Jake. What up, homie? He said, Hustler, you've inspired me to do some fantasy football myself. Love the community. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you always being on the streams.
Eckler and Stafford at the 1-2 turn, preparing for that Week 17 clash.
Antonio, what up? Yeah. It's crazy because I haven't really looked at I don't know if any of these drafts that I'm going to be doing are going to be based on those type of based on that. Just because
I've been more of like a tournament type of thing. Like if you're doing like a best ball at 12, then you're not shooting for that. But like in a tournament, like Week 17 is when all the money's getting dispersed. So you shooting for the stars at that point. Because it's all luck. It's all luck through the whole thing to make it that far to begin with.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, let's see.
Hey, yeah, there's some good quarterback options still.
Yeah, totally. And I'm locking Brady because he won't.
Really?
Nah, I'd rather have Brady. Jalen Hurts does have the upside, but shit, if Brady goes for 5,000 yards again, that's all the upside I need.
Hurts fell to me having the rushing upside with Lamar and Jalen.
Yeah, the auto kind of fucked it up there because
yeah, he could have.
Who knows if he would have taken the QB or not? So that's really what messed it up there.
Is he gonna auto too?
He said he's gonna set up a queue because he said he's delayed for some reason, but he said he's setting up a queue now. So yep, there you go. He got it in.
Derek Carr. Hey, that's a good little too.
Look at the fucking difference there between the first 6 and then the back 6. First 6 is all fucking QBs. Back 6, even minus Yoke Frogger there. Not a lot of QBs taken on that side of things.
See, look, like usually I like to lock in my third quarterback right here in the 3rd round in the super flex, but I think I'm going to try to go a different route and try to dip into some of the talent that is.
Antonio, I already know that Brady's not making it back to me because of you. So yeah, I had to swoop him right there to at least lock in one good QB. Let's see. It's a lot of QBs. TJ went 3 QBs to start it off.
Hey, that's the strategy. That's the strategy.
You're not going to be able to get Lance at the end of the 5th. That's
Fields going right here. See, look, with these quarterbacks going, it makes me want to dip back in because I know when it gets back to me, I know Lawrence isn't going to be there. Tua's not going to be there.
Yeah, a lot of these top guys are going to be gone by then.
I'm gonna go see right here. Wait for quarterback. See what makes it back to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go with the wide receiver and just stack up. Shit.
Cup and Diggs.
Yeah, it could be real nasty there.
See, there goes Tua.
Yeah. Yeah, the auto drafter, man, that fuck. I know he broke his hand or something, so that might be his excuse of what's actually going on. But I swore he was ready. I only sent out the link like an hour ago because I didn't want people to auto draft. Let's see where Ron goes.
Hey, I like the no quarterback approach, stacking up on that talent. Jefferson, upside picking McCaffrey, AJ Brown.
Just really depends on who you end up locking in at the QB spot. This is best ball, so I mean, you could take some chances like that. But if I only had one team in this tournament, I don't think I'd be drafting like that and pushing off QBs.
I have 2 teams in this tournament, so I'm going to take 2 completely different strategies.
Yeah.
Let's see where it takes me. Surprised Lawrence is still there. Usually he's going before Fields.
I mean, definitely going before like a Mac Jones.
Yeah.
So surprised about that. Clark locking in Mac Jones over Lawrence. A lot of different ways that you can go, though. That's what's so cool about best ball is there's, and especially the way that I set this up too. There's like so many different strategies that you can take.
For everybody listening, in rounds 2 and 3, 10 quarterbacks went. Really, the bulk is gone. There goes Lawrence. Are you looking to go quarterback right here, or are you still trying to?
It depends on who falls to me right there, who doesn't.
I already can think about who you're eyeing.
Got 2 people to get by. Got 1 person to get by. If he doesn't snake them from me, yep, I'll lock in Cousins as a number 2.
There you go. I was like,
Cousins in the 4th. He might not go in the 4th too often, so.
Usually this has been my strategy. If I get Jalen, I usually try to wait a round or 2, and then I try to grab Jameis as my 3rd because I like me some Jameis. I like that he's going to throw the football a lot.
Yeah.
It really depends on the running game that they're going to have. So like the new coaching staff and
Clark said Yoke's going to end up with backup QBs. Yeah, I'm curious. And auto drafting, who knows if he even ends up with 2 QBs.
He's building a mega stack over there, Antonio. Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, T. Higgins.
Yeah, I don't like people getting the 3 QBs this early. I mean, I know that some of these we're going to have to adjust, but I hate having to get the 3 QBs that high.
It's a necessity. Like I said, I can fully justify taking Jameis right there. If Kirk was there, then I wouldn't take Kirk. No brainer. That's having like that's insane value for Kirk. There's no way he should be going after Mac or Tua.
Ooh, Ghost Monkey. Look at all those QBs that went in between his 3rd and 4th picks.
15 quarterbacks in rounds 2 through 4.
Yeah, and then to have to take he took Tannehill after all those. I really don't want Tannehill to be my number 2 QB this year. I would have to get him as a number 3. He burned me too much last year. Yeah, and when I say burn me a lot, he burned me in like 2 leagues, but that's 2 leagues too many.
I'm gonna try a little 0 running back build. Gonna reach a little bit on Pittman because I don't think he's gonna be back.
Yeah, he definitely would be. This one's a little bit tough, but you know what? I'm gonna jump a little bit for someone just because I know he might not even be there in the next round here. Probably should have let him
go. That's a risk or something you have to be willing to take if you want to win.
Because a lot of these guys are risky right now at the RB position who are, in front of him ADP wise. Literally everybody has some risk in front of them. And I feel like Dylan, his workload's going to be safe.
There's going to be a slew of running backs going when I decided to wait, see if I regret that decision.
And Antonio said, you love your AJ Dillon. I mean, we already know that he's going to be utilized a lot. And over guys like Montgomery, like that was someone that I was debating right there. Dillon could not out touch him necessarily, but more touchdowns, more touchdown opportunities. And I feel like that's what's going to make.
It's sneaky with Dillon too, because say anything happens to Aaron Jones,
Oh yeah.
which is likely at any position. He can still catch the football. Not as good as Aaron Jones, but he can, which means he's going to have a good amount of the target share because who is Aaron Rodgers going to be throwing to?
Out of all these number 2 running backs on the squad, A.J. Dillon has the highest standalone value by himself.
For sure.
Like, should be an RB2 out the gates, not just a flex guy. Yeah, fathers and sons, what up, bro? Said I'm listening and learning. Fantasy football is super fun. We're all addicted to it.
Mills, there goes, hey, 4 quarterbacks in the first.
Fuck, look at that. That's like way sooner than I want to grab one of those guys, but that's why we mock to know when we're gonna have to jump. Because I really don't want to jump for one of those guys right there.
Usually, no matter what, I'm taking 3 quarterbacks in my first 6 picks, just out of pure necessity.
Yeah.
Hey, getting Kamara it's an auto. I thought that was someone that actually grabbed him, but I was going to reach on Kamara there if he was still there, just because, hey, if he only misses 6 games, I'm willing to take that hit for someone that valuable.
Man, this one's kind of tough here. I'm gonna go Jacobs.
This is someone that's been getting higher in my book. I'm kind of getting a little higher on Akers.
Yeah.
In the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Mainly because that it hit me that they gave the keys to him off of a torn Achilles on a short season in the playoffs. Like, I feel like they wouldn't have done that if they didn't think he was going to be their guy going forward.
Yeah. And I guess my reason for even being a little hesitant on him is he just keeps getting hurt. I mean, that's kind of been his MO, is not being able to stay healthy. I'm sure I'm going to have him in 1 or 2 of these best ball tournaments because he's going so late that got to take a flyer on a guy like that at least. And Clark said, don't scoff at Goff. Ooh, Ghost Monkey with the double tight end. I like it. So getting Kittle and Waller in the 6-7 turn. Crazy how they fell that far. That was good value too. Because really, if I don't get one of the top 3 tight ends, I'm just waiting for like best value I can get.
For sure.
Dang, Antonio, go and pick it already.
He's desperate.
I mean, no reason to be desperate with Burrow and Rodgers as your 1 and 2.
He just keeps falling to me, so as every time he falls to me, I'm going to take him.
Yeah, not too bad in the 7th.
You got Dillon, you got Jacobs, you got Kupp, and you got Diggs. Which room you trying to add to?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Judy here because he's usually going a little bit higher than 7th. So, and Clark said nobody left at QB. I know, that's why I haven't gone for another one. It's like every time I look at it, I'm like, fuck, this is like way too early for a guy like this. And Ron said would not have made it past me. Yeah. TJ.
Hey, I like these 30-second clocks. It makes you no thinking, no room to think, no time to think.
Yeah, you got to just make it happen. Like this is the only way to mock. I don't even want to do like if I'm doing a mock draft, I'm only gonna do 30-second picks because it's making our brains work faster. And then when we got like minute picks or 2-minute picks, I mean, it's gonna make it to where that minute or 2 minutes just seems like forever. There you go. And Ron, I didn't even notice. Ron stacked up 4 QBs right off the bat. Ken Walker, like at the end of the 7th, not too shabby. But
there goes Mitchell.
End of the 7th, not bad. I'm just so off the Mitchell train. Robinson.
Hey, Rob gone.
Damn.
Marquise gone.
Oh, here we go. This picks a flying.
London by the auto.
I like Stativelli's team. I mean, QBs waited on those QBs, but fuck, I mean that's crazy. Taylor, Harris, Debo, Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson. It's pretty nasty on the skill positions there. Tua and Wentz got some room for upside, but
He's a little
I
stuck
like,
right there. He doesn't know where to go.
yeah. Dalton Schultz was a good pick there in the 8th.
One of these guys is gonna make it to me, and I'm telling you.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's the IDP rankings or
Yeah, because that's what's
that
crazy.
was one of the guys that I thought was gonna make it to me, but the other one that is just ranked phenomenally low and should after Judy. Sutton.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. I just don't think in any draft that Sutton should. I guess it's because Judy's younger, or I really don't know what's justifiable by Judy going in front of Sutton. But
I mean, just more hype on Judy.
I wanted to say it, but then I wanted to be like, "How Sutton's still there?" But then someone would have taken him, so I'm not trying to give away what is happening.
Oh, and for everyone watching right now, I got a new outro for the live stream, so make sure you stick around all the way to the end so you get to check out the new outro. Man, crazy wide receiver run right there.
Yeah, that's why I needed to dip right back in.
Yeah.
Once I saw that Allen Robinson went at the top, I was like, they're all about to start flying.
Yeah, that was 9 wide receivers in that round. Everyone's trying to secure their. Well, shit, for guys like Anthony, that was his first wide receiver. For Ron, same thing, first wide receiver grab.
The most volatile receiver that exists is his first receiver.
Yeah.
I like it though.
Hey, got to get ballsy sometimes.
He went quarterback heavy, went with the stack with Kelsey.
Yeah, and Clark said A-Rob Stafford stack. I like it. And Emil said, I like Sutton this year. Good pick. Yeah, Sutton is he's going to be solid this year. Where do I even go with this? It's funny how Watson, like if it's just an auto drafted team, Watson's always the first QB drafted. You know what? Just because I know he won't make it past Ron in the 9th and the 10th, let's just grab Goddard in the mid-9th. Yes, before
Hawkinson. Oh, this is where all the tight ends are going to start going?
Maybe. Yeah, fuck TJ Hawkinson. I'm off that train.
Forever and ever, I'm with you.
Yeah, dude. Like, everyone's
I paid
remembering
premium
like,
for him last year and bit me in the ass.
Yeah, and it wasn't even because he was hurt the whole time. Like, it was better for us in fantasy when he got hurt, and then we was like, all right, we don't need to use him. But
hey, and I like that Olave pick right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we still got Michael Thomas out there. I'm always curious, and now that I say his name, maybe he'll get drafted. But always curious how far those two go apart, because like I would really be trying to stack up both those guys. Just get them. If you're gonna go for one of them, just really try to get both on the same squad. Singletary, I like it. He's someone that I like getting in those double-digit rounds.
So how close are you getting to getting your first defensive guy? Because I know there has to be people like this in this tournament like me that aren't that experienced in the IDP.
Yeah, I mean, I am experienced, and I'm just gonna wait because we only need to have 2 starters. So really, when it like probably like between the 11th and the 13th is when I'm gonna start cracking it off. But I'll never have a Parsons or a TJ Watt. You know, I mean, those guys are just gonna be gone. What up, Devin? Silly white boy in the building. He said, what type of players are better for best ball? Haven't tried it yet. Well, guys who are like super high ceiling guys with like no floor, the boomer bust guys, you know, like Tyler Lockett, you know, is like a perfect example of like a best ball guy. Miles Sanders, you know, we talk about him. Guys who you don't really know when to start them, and but you know they're gonna have some good games. And also just like stacking up players, you know, maybe what's it called? Like getting who's some that we said like a Nick Chubb and like a Kareem Hunt. You know, you stack up the whole backfield there. Maybe go ahead.
I think the best players to go for in best ball are the people you're talking about, like the people that you don't know when to play them. So those are the guys you want to shoot for. But the other type of players you want to go for are the players that have definite floors that are gonna be anchors on your team. And then you want to stack your team with players that are like that, like Mike Williams, like Devin Singletary, like Sanders, like people that you don't know when to play.
Like I just got Adam Thielen right there. He's a perfect best ball player because dude could have like shitty stats in one game, or he could go for like 50 yards and 2 touchdowns in another game. And you don't have to make the choice of when to start them.
If you hit on running backs, your best ball team is going to be good.
And Clark said
it's undeniable.
Splash plays are best for best ball. Hell yeah. Those real boom bust players. And Anthony said, I don't know about Thomas or Godwin, not worth the capital, especially Thomas. Then maybe if he was walking back into Drew and Peyton, but Winston, yeah, Winston doesn't throw slants. I'm out.
I'm out on Thomas, but I feel like the stock's at an all-time low for Godwin, so I'm kind of in. If he would have fell another round, then I would have grabbed him because I'm willing to wait because he's out a maximum of 6 games.
And like Michael Thomas is, I mean, he's pretty much going as a bench player, you know, so you're talking about grabbing him as maybe one of your first or second like bench players. So if I have to draft him as a starter, I'm totally out on that too. We'll see how low he actually drops. And now that we're talking about him, he's probably going to go. But if I can get him in like the 12th round, 13th round, because he just keeps slipping because everyone hates him, I think that's good value. Yeah, Anthony said Godwin's at least coming back to Brady and a high-powered offense, but even sounds like he might not be back until November or December. Yeah, that's the thing that sucks is like we don't know how long he's going to be out because that injury came late in the season, and we don't know if he's going to start the year on the pup, but it sounds like that's where he's probably heading. Let's see it. Man, Antonio's going wide receiver crazy in his last 3 rounds.
Hey, just right next to Anthony too. He's going bunch of high upside. Don't know what's going to happen, guys.
Yeah. And that's like kind of perfect for best ball.
There's not really a lot of wide receivers that I want to take cracks on right here, and that's where I'm trying to go. So I think I'm just going to take one that I'm probably just going to go Kirk because I think has a chance of being number 1, obviously, because who else is going to be?
Yeah, I'm locking Mayfield. If I can get to the 10th round and a guy like him is still around, I'll take the shot. Especially because QBs went so damn early. It was like you had to jump like crazy, or yeah, really, that was the only option. You had to jump like crazy.
I think I'm going to see how it looks. I'm going to try to take a 0 tight end approach to this. See how.
Yeah, I mean, you don't
see
need
how it works out.
Well, that's the thing that's cool about this is you don't need to start a tight end, so it's all really doesn't matter. Like if you don't get a tight end, it doesn't affect your team at all.
Yeah, right now I'm really liking Staurday's team. He has those 2 anchors at running back with Taylor and Najee, and then a bunch of crazy receivers in Samuel, Allen, and Johnson, and then 2 best ball backs that are perfect for this, Harris and Pollard.
Yeah. Let's see. I wonder, is he drafting 8th in this draft? Dang it. He is drafting 8th in this draft on Sunday.
That's a good spot. Taylor's probably going to fall there almost every time.
Fuck that. It is not going to fall to Staurday at the 8th spot.
You going to take him?
No, I'm probably not, but hopefully someone else takes him so he doesn't fall that far because, yeah, that just like fell into his lap nicely. Everything just kind of fell to him. I mean, Tua and Wentz, obviously not the best, but good value on everybody else.
There's only 3 players I'm thinking about taking in the first round. That's not a quarterback, and that's Kupp, Taylor, and Jefferson, and that's it. And I have to be like after the 8th or 9th pick.
Yeah. And Antonio said, "Forgive my grade for company over not really paying attention to the draft. No worries, dude." And Clark said, "No way, Taylor's falling to 8. It depends on how QB crazy people get. That's what that's going to come down to."
Never know. I might take that chance.
Yeah. Damn, Yoke Frogger is getting some dope IDP guys over there. Yeah, and there's still and so many IDPs haven't gone. It's just making me okay, I can keep waiting. Ooh, nice pick, Stativelli. I was eyeing him with the next pick. Damian Pierce. I'll take a perfect best ball guy right here. Let's lock in Rashad Penny.
Oh, I thought you were gonna take mine because I think my guy's a perfect best ball guy too. And Michael Carter.
Yeah. If Zach Wilson could throw to the running back, I mean, he'd probably be better. They need White Mike back to teach him how to do it.
Just waiting for next year for those live Vegas drafts.
Yeah.
Might have to take a little plane ride.
And Clark said, "LOL, Penny is not a thing." Bro, I got him in the 12th round. He's a bench player for me right now. He is a good best ball guy. Because if he gets hurt, I don't care. It's just one of my bench guys. If he has any shades of what we saw last year in the playoffs, watch out. It's probably not going to last long. That's even more of a reason why he's there for best ball. Yeah, Vegas drafts are going to be dope. We still might get a Vegas draft this year. Not going to be for the best ball tournament, obviously, but that is we still might get a Vegas draft this year, sometime in August.
Oh yeah.
And Clark said Penny worth half a penny.
No,
I
right.
know, man. I got him in the 12th round. I didn't draft him early. Yeah, because he's not worth anything, really. But if you had him last year in the playoffs, everyone who was talking shit about him, there was someone who had him who was probably laughing all the way to the bank. Because I was hating on Penny like crazy last year too. And I still had him in one league, and he did help me get one championship out of my 6 last year. I don't see Anthony's green dot.
He said I'm out. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Right in time. Lock it in. He locked it in.
Yeah. Like the same thing with what I was saying about Godwin earlier is I'm willing to wait on Jameson too. Just let him stash on my bench for a little bit.
Yeah.
Potential upside.
Yeah.
I think you can have a really good second half of the season. It's pretty tradition for a rookie receiver to come on in the second half of the season.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm locking Watson there because I definitely want to have one or two of these rookie wide receivers just spread out across. I mean, it was Amon-Ra St. Brown last year that was the deciding factor for the guy who won the whole championship, and nobody else had him in the final week out of the final 15 teams.
I want to say I don't remember what year it was exactly when Odell was a rookie, but
I think it was 2017 or 16. No, it may have been 15.
No, I think it was like 14 or 15. And I drafted Odell initially, like not knowing who he was at all. Like
yeah,
I was
2014.
I was a youngin back then, and I dropped him halfway through the year because he was injured, and someone else picked him up, and he ended up winning the championship because he picked up Odell off the waiver, and he had that insane second half of his rookie season.
Yeah, that was one of the worst drops I ever made because I picked up Odell and then like had him for like 2 weeks and then dropped him right before his magical run. And I don't even remember who I dropped him for, but he was just like the last guy on my bench. Yep, and did not win the championship that year, and then just that move like destroyed. I was only in 4 leagues back then, and I made the championship in 3 leagues, and then the league that I dropped Odell in, I lost first round of the playoffs. So that one was just like all bad all around.
That's Ron drafting at the 11.
Ron's drafting at the 11, yeah.
Yeah, I like that pick right there with Woods.
And Anthony
That
said
late.
that he has a high ceiling, as evidenced by the latter half of last season. He'll be great for best ball. Yeah, especially if you're not drafting him hella early.
No competition in Tennessee. Yeah, there's Traylon Burks, but he's still coming on. Like Robert Woods, he's a vet. He's gonna demand targets.
Yeah. Robert Woods is good value where he's going.
Just like to take shots at a whole bunch of guys that have upside.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say, you're not looking to draft Cooper Cup. You're looking to draft the next Cooper Cup. Where are you going right here?
I'm not sure. You know what? I don't have any Bengals wide receivers, but I'm locking Tyler Boyd because if anything happens to any one of those, he's gonna have some big games.
I'm gonna try to lock in the Rams backfield. Grabbed Akers earlier, and hey, Henderson, he was pretty good when Akers was out last year.
Yeah, if I got Akers, I'm making it a point to get Henderson just in case. Got to hedge those bets.
Especially since Akers is my most injury-prone back.
Yep, never know what's gonna happen. All right. Anyone who's doing Super Draft Pro still, the email came out with all the lineup suggestions and stuff. So get those in. Starts pretty soon. Starts in like 2 hours or a little bit less. It's MMA Saturdays. And Clark said, I like Boyd, had him coming up on the queue. I like it. Well, I like that I got him before you had a chance to. You got Lazard, though. I was going to stack up Watson and Lazard if I could, but you snatched him up before I could. So that's why I went Boyd. And Antonio said, oops, I needed more time. But yeah, that's really that's a stack that I'm really trying to get a lot of is the Watson and Lazard. And because you can get them so late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't even had to dip into to IDP yet.
I was just about to say the same. I'm trying to look here, see what linebackers are left.
Like I wait because I know about guys that I can wait for who are still going to be there. Don't just wait because you don't think it makes a difference to your team, because it definitely does. I think it would be pretty tough to win with 2 scrubby IDP guys. But I think that everybody, even if you wait a hell of a long time, could still be able to get 2 super solid IDP guys.
Yeah, I think right here I want to lock up my first IDP guy. Patrick Queen.
Nice. I'm going to do the same. Devondre Campbell. If I can get Devondre Campbell in the 15th round, I will be extra excited about that.
Patrick Queen looked a little intriguing because I grabbed Lamar in the first.
I mean, that's not going to make a difference. I mean, unless
it's not going to make a difference, but
unless you're trying to stack up like Ravens players or something specifically. But yeah,
not going to make a difference. But I know Patrick Queen's an up and coming, potentially star young linebacker.
Oh, he's definitely a stud, and could be looking at a 3rd-year breakout from him.
I feel like that 3rd year is just, if you're not a running back, that 3rd year is just the year for a lot of players to just come out of their shell. And have some of the best seasons they're probably going to have.
Yeah.
I know that's for sure the case for wide receivers. Not for Jefferson and Jamar Chase. They're insane. Just what we saw the past 2 years from rookie wide receivers, I feel like couldn't have asked for anything better.
Yeah. And Antonio said, I like my IDP at least. Yeah, dude, because you got fucking Brooks and CJ Mosley, bro. That's nasty right there. But yeah, as long as I can come out of the draft with like 5 or 6 like solid IDP players, I'll be feeling good. Let's see what Clark's gonna do now. Yeah, Clark's only got one IDP guy as of now. A dope one though, Eric Hendricks. And sorry, podcast people, that we haven't been reading out the whole list of everybody. Doing a really bad job at that today, but make sure you check it out on YouTube. And we're gonna go through some grades at the end, so you will be able to hear how some teams shaped out.
Yeah, some teams looking really strong. A couple of them.
And Clark said, yeah, I need another IDP guy. Yeah, for sure. And I'm still going to be able, I just wanted to lock in my top one right off the bat. And a lot of directions that I could go here. But now I'm on the clock, so now there's not that many directions I can go. What round are we in? 16. You know, let's lock in Parker.
And yeah, I'm already looking. I already have. Because Cowboys play in a crappy division, so they have a lot of last year. I want to say the point differential between them and the division opponents was absurd, ridiculously absurd.
Yeah.
And having Tolbert, having Zeke, having Lamb, all at pretty good values. I'm just gonna really squeeze all the points I can out of those matchups.
Definitely. Yeah, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here.
Hey, I like that Tim Patrick pick late and that Rondell Moore pick. See,
Yeah.
I like that he waited on wide receiver and he still got amazing values. It's a bunch of good best ball plays.
And damn it, Ghost Monkey, fucking Nick, taking all the dope IDP players over there, grabbing Winfield and Logan Wilson back to back. 2 guys that I was hoping would fall farther, and just didn't think they would both get taken before my next pick, and just one person happened to take them. Yeah, still a lot of good IDP players out there. Where do we go here?
Just realized there's only 3 rounds left after this.
No, we go all the way.
Rounds is it?
Yeah, it goes all the way to 26. I'm going to scroll the page up here in a second.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, let's see. Here we go.
Yeah, I like that Devontae Parker pick.
Yeah.
That Mark Ingram pick's a good pick this late too because he's going to get the bulk of the carries while Kamara's out. So you're going to have him on a lock for the first 6 weeks, and then he might waste away on your bench, but that's the thing about best ball. You might only need a player for 1 week.
Yeah.
That might be good enough.
Yeah, definitely. And I didn't get Kamara earlier in the draft, but I mean, if somehow I ended up getting Kamara, it's like a must. You need to grab Mark Ingram if you have Kamara. And that one's the auto picked team, so his whole team's fucked anyways. Hopefully people are Hopefully people are watching this and realize that auto picking would not be the way to go unless you like have your own queue set up.
Yeah, unless you want to end up with Deshaun Watson.
As your only QB on your team.
Yeah, but I think Sunday's gonna be fun. Everybody's gonna be there. Nobody's gonna want a shitty team. Nobody's
Oh
gonna waste
yeah.
their money.
Oh yeah, everyone. Well, and seeing so there may be, yeah, actually no, 100% of the people are going to be there because even the only guy who I was a little iffy on because he works crazy ass hours, he because he even said in one of the drafts he would like auto pick if if it just came down to him being the only person. But that's why we're starting it a little bit later than we had planned initially. So it's when he gets off of work, so he won't have any auto picks in there. And yeah, not sure how many people are going to come on live with us, but it's going to be a lit smoke session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely got to smoke a lot during these drafts. And yeah, I've done so many of these mocks that I'm ready. We'll see what changes because a lot's going to change, I'm sure. Sir Bong's a lot in the building. Yeah, so that's this Sunday. That's going to be the first real draft that's happening out of this best ball tourney. There is 21 divisions. 20 of the divisions out of 21 are slow drafts. This is going to be the only fast draft this year. Next year, things are going to be changing because I know there's others who want to fast draft.
Sunday night chill sesh.
Yeah, and
Chill
we're going to
draft,
do
smoke sesh.
yeah, because maybe, I mean, shit, just because of the timing and everything, we could even do it to where we knocked out like I'm talking next year at this point, but knock out like two of the division drafts, in one day, like back-to-back drafts or something.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's lock in Bobby Okereke. Time just crept up on me there. And Silly White Boy said, still any spots available? No, only going to be if people flake on the money because tomorrow's like the last day to pay that I gave everybody a deadline. So if there is any spots available, I'll let you know. But yeah, this filled up a little bit ago. All right, let's heat this dab up. It's getting rolling. I wouldn't be mad at this team. I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, I'm iffy about my team. I'm always iffy about my teams.
But the one thing I do know, there's only 3 guys, or 4 of us in this draft who are going to be in the draft tomorrow. So, like a lot of these people who are in here, they've been mocking with us on the regular. So, people kind of know who others are going to take and shit like that. Like, we're not going to be dealing with that all draft tomorrow.
Sure, we're gonna be drafting like this back to back. You're gonna be sniping me. I'm gonna be sniping you. Potentially, maybe not.
Yeah, we go after different players though, so that's one thing that I like about drafting like back to back with you. We just have different philosophies on certain things.
I like it.
Sweet. Got Josh
Where's
Jacobs
Jeff?
nice and early. Get Zamir White nice and late.
I wanted Van Jefferson to follow me.
Oh shit, and he gets taken one pick in front of you.
Yeah. I mean last year he caught a quiet 800 yards. Nobody talked about it because Cooper Kupp was so
well, because
explosive.
I mean, there wasn't too many games where he was like flex worthy. A couple there was. And fourth and flex, what up, homie? Said, yeah.
It's
boy.
just one of those seasons that you look
Gosh,
behind and you look back and like that happened. Like I don't remember that because usually when the receiver catches 800 yards, like
Well, 800
That's a
yards.
good. That's a good number 2 receiver. Low end number 2.
Nah,
High
hell
end
no.
number 3
Not,
receiver.
not now. Not with 17 games. I mean, there's number 2 receivers that are putting up 900, 1,000 yards. Look at T. Higgins, like out there. Like I know he's one of the best like number 2s around.
Yeah, but T Higgins is going as a 1 right now.
Well,
Like he's
I
going as a
mean,
top 12 receiver.
I'd say he's fringe top 12 because I've seen him go out of the top 12 regularly. Also, he's like bunched up with a couple of those, like those 5-6 guys who like anybody could go as like the number 12. But that's what
He's
we're
like
seeing though.
He's a 3 or 4.
What?
I said he's like a 3 or a 4, but he had like usually like if a
What up,
receiver
Chris?
that catches for 800 yards catches a good amount of touchdowns, then that's a wide receiver 2 season. But he just didn't have the touchdowns
Well,
because all those went to Cooper Cup.
that's what it is. Like, yeah, if he threw up, anywhere close. I mean, because what did he have last year? And he only had like 2 touchdowns. I think I'm gonna go check that, but
Yeah, I think it was like 3 touchdowns max.
yeah, he didn't have shit.
He had like 2 touchdowns, 3 max.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that because I am curious if he broke. Because I think he got 2.
But maybe it's also just because like Robert Woods ended up getting hurt, and Robert Woods was also just like a shell of himself, honestly, with Matthew Stafford. Like for some reason they just didn't connect that well.
Go with Alberto, nice and late. And Fourth and Flex said, "You think Higgins is better than Boyd?" Said, "Man, I like Boyd." Hell, well, yeah. I mean, I think
Boyd would be a number 2 on any other team.
Yeah, that's why
Boyd is not. I always said that Boyd was the Higgins to Jamar before Jamar got there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that they have like the dopest trio of wide receivers in the league for sure.
If Jamar wasn't there, they still could have been explosive. Not that explosive, but they still could have been an explosive offense.
Yeah.
Because just
oh shit. Yeah. So T. Higgins, I mean Van Jefferson was super quiet last year. He had 6.
That's what I'm saying. He
still wasn't shit though. Like I mean, I don't know. I mean
800 yards and 6 TDs. That's a sleepy good season.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not sleepy and it's not sneaky good, but let's see, like
that's like what Schultz had. Schultz had like 800.
Yeah, but it's different when you're a tight end because you're going amongst the tight ends, not the other wide receivers. Let's see.
No, I'm saying in best ball, that's a play. That's a snatch. 800 yards and 6 TDs.
That's a floor. That's a floor, though. I mean, if you get guys who get hurt, but let's see.
No, I'm saying that's a snatch for a late round guy because you never know when you're gonna have to play him.
Yeah, so I mean, he had 1 game over 20 points.
So it was just spread. He was just consistently.
Yeah, he had 1, 2, 3, 4 games over 15 points. Like that was it, and then one of those was the 21. So that, and then, yeah, I mean, most games he was below 10. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games below 10 points. Or wait, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 games out of the 18.
Jimmy G that late, just like you waited on Baker Mayfield, is a steal.
Yeah, for sure.
I just don't know how a team that really needs a quarterback doesn't snatch up Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Or maybe you think he just wants to go to a winning situation. Like it's not about just going somewhere.
No, it's because he's hurt. Right. It's because he's hurt right now.
Yeah, I know that he's hurt, but like you think it's just like
he doesn't get to choose. He doesn't get to choose anything. Like anyone who thinks that he has any say so of what's happening, he doesn't. Like if he wasn't hurt and he would have got traded before free agency opened, then he had a no trade clause in his contract. But once free agency opened, that's when his no trade clause like went out the window. So yeah, he's going to go to a team that needs a QB, but yeah, it's not going to be to a contender because no backup. Nobody's going to want him as a backup. Way too much money.
For sure.
But Yeah, it really needs to be him and Baker. I mean, I don't think that Carolina is going to trade for a QB. I really don't. So that's why I'm wondering, like, if Baker ends up going to Seattle, where does that leave Jimmy? Because I really don't think that they're going to make a move for a QB. I think they're rolling Sam Darnold. Because until he got hurt, he was looking solid. Then he gets hurt, and then everything got fucked.
True. The sneakiest rushing upside in NFL history. Out of nowhere, the first 3 games, 5 rushing touchdowns. Everybody was going nuts. I was like, bro, what's going on?
Yeah, it was
And
just.
then everything came back, and I was like, okay, this is normal. You know what? I'll take a tight end. I said I wasn't, but I changed my mind. That'll be my
That's
sole
more
tight
than
end.
flex said Jimmy G to Carolina. Darnold started fast and died slow. Yeah. I mean, it was because he got hurt. I mean, that's what happened. He got hurt and then got hurt again and then ended up missing games.
Honestly, I thought Pittsburgh should have picked up Jimmy G, in my honest opinion. I felt like that would have been like you pick up Jimmy G and then you sit Kenny Pickett behind someone that's won in the
That's
league
just,
before.
yeah.
And Jimmy G with Mike Tomlin, they'd win a lot of football games. I thought that was like the perfect position, and Pittsburgh should have pulled the trigger, but because they could have been a good team with Jimmy G, in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
they have the star running back, they have the receivers, they have the defense for sure.
Yeah.
I know I just don't think Kenny Pickett's it, and I definitely don't think Mitch is it. Mitch
Yeah.
might be it for this season. Might win them 8 games, maybe 9.
And Anthony said, I didn't necessarily need another QB. Just thought Jimmy G was good value this late in the draft. Because, I mean, yeah, if he ends up turning into something, it's going to be a good late pick. And Josh said, I agree. Pittsburgh would have been solid. Yeah. And then they made the move for Pickett.
Facts. That was an all-time fumble because they really could have won like 10, 11, 12 games.
They just never fucking do that. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, Steelers are just crazy like that. Like they either they got to breed their QB.
Like I'm even saying that Steelers would have been like dark horse Super Bowl contenders with Jimmy G at quarterback. Like their team,
maybe.
their supporting cast is that good. It is. It really
Yeah.
is. Like everything else around the quarterback is that good.
Yeah, I mean, true.
They just need someone that can run the system, and they have a good enough coach to carry them there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, if we were talking about Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson before they got, before things happened over there, like I'd be on board with that. I don't know about Jimmy though.
What does Bogart think?
We said Matt Canada sucks. And he says, I'm on record for saying the Steelers were going to trade for Jimmy, but I don't know where he pops up. Needing the shoulder surgery fucked everything up. Yeah. Yep. And Antonio said, what up, Bogart in the building? The party has started now. Yeah. Jimmy G getting hurt just totally fucked everything up. He did it on purpose. I still need some more IDP guys in here. See how many last.
Yeah, I'm looking at like 1 or 2 more at least.
How many do you got right now?
We got 3.
Yeah, I only have 2. Pushed it off like crazy. But there's still a lot of low-hanging fruit out there of guys that I like. Khalil Mack. Yeah, ever since I talked about Clark, he beefed up his IDP players now. Yeah, instead of Ellie getting Denzel Perryman hella late.
Bradley Chubb's still out there. He could have a splash this season.
Yeah, I mean he's not the type of guy that I'm really trying to go for in this type of league. Really, no D
See, like I'm
line.
not that experienced in basketball, so I ask, like, how's Judon in IDP?
He's good in IDP. I mean, in this format though, when we're only playing flexes, I'm just gonna go for the guys who have like really high floors as well as high ceilings, not the guys who have like high ceilings but like no floor. Let's lock in Jerome Baker because I know a bunch of people know that I like him, and I know other people snatched him from me earlier in other mock drafts. Yeah, I think I might have to go all IDP with my next 2 picks here. Yeah, Devin Bush, nice one. DeMario Davis, nice one. 2 of the guys who are in my queue. Let's see. Damn it, gonna have to add some more guys to the queue here.
Hey, with IDP guys, I wing it. If I see a team I like and I see a linebacker I like, that's my guy.
There we go.
I'm gonna take this season to sit back and learn more about a lot of things. Honestly, I already said that I was gonna be trying to get more into college football because I want to be more in tone with the rookies that are coming in. But
Yeah.
that's kind of a heavy commitment because there's so many colleges out there.
Hell yeah.
Like I don't think I could ever play college fantasy or anything, but I like watching the games when I'm bored.
Yeah. I can't really, and maybe it is because there's no fantasy, but I can't get into the games. Like it'll be something that'll just be like on in the background and
I loved the NFL before fantasy football. Fantasy football just makes me love it more.
yeah.
It's just with college football, like it's not the same.
Yeah, definitely. And Bogart said, Antonio, this may be the party, but it's also a declaration of war against the entire fantasy universe.
Is Bogart gonna be there Sunday night to grade some teams, some real teams,
I don't know. I mean, I'll
hurt
send
some
him the
real
link,
feelings.
yeah. Let's see. So I got 6 IDP guys in my queue. Let's see how many can make it through my next 2 picks. Let's see it. All right, we'll lock in Singleton. He should be a beast over there with Denver. Tackling machine. And I wonder if John, the number 7 team, I wonder if he was setting his queue because I know he's been popping in and out.
Hey, that's the way to roll. At least you're gonna get players you kind of like, at the
Yeah.
very least. Coming up in the last round, for everybody listening,
There we go.
round 26.
Yeah. Damn it, I gotta set my damn Super Draft Pro lineups. Almost done with this though. Yeah, this would be tough because I have a bunch of guys here.
Gotta choose between one.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's lock in Quay Walker then.
Lock and Hamler there.
Nice.
Never know what that offense is gonna be.
Right. Yeah, he's someone I like throwing in at the end of these drafts. Because when healthy, he's always looking nice. It's the just being healthy part. All right, and if you want to grade, make sure you throw it in there. Just leave a comment.
Have time to do about 4 grades, 5 grades.
Perfect. Setting the Super Draft Pro lineups right now. I'll be ready to go. All
Have a
right.
pick on a underdog superflex draft right now.
Nice. And Bogart said, Crispy, I know you're watching. I sent you a trade offer in League 16. You're on the clock. Bogart, you're always making moves, man. Always making moves.
That's how you win.
Maybe. I mean, making moves, yes, but he sends so many trades. Sometimes I know that it shoots himself in the foot, and then he has to make trades to dig himself out of a hole that he dug him into. Like last year in one league that he won a championship in and beat me. The first trade he makes of the season is trading away Najee Harris for CMC. Just that one trade alone, he doesn't make that. That probably makes his championship run even easier. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Who was first? And Ron said, yeah, give me my C. Well, that's wishful thinking, isn't it, Ron? All right, let's see. So he's got Murray, Wilson, Pitts, Swift, Zach Wilson. So he's got the Russ Wilson and Zach Wilson. Then got Davis Mills, Ken Walker, Marquise Brown, Miles Sanders, Hunter Renfrow, Melvin Gordon, Ramondre Stevenson, Foy Olakun, Robert Woods, Blake Martinez, Jarvis Landry, Gus Edwards, Devin Duvernay, Amari Rogers, Kaiser White, Cameron Brate, Kyle Duggar, Brian Edwards, Levante David, Hassan Reddick, and Sterling Shepard.
Let's go back to the top. Murray, Wilson, Pitts, Swift. I'm gonna give this one a C minus.
I really don't like the wide receiver makeup here, and
I don't like either. I don't
I'm
like
really
that
not
you're trusting just Swift to carry your running backs.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm not in love with the running backs either. I mean, yeah, the QBs. I mean, I love them because you got 4 in like the first like 6 rounds. You know, it's fucking awesome. But
It's like, yes, Pitts is intriguing and he's an amazing young tight end, but you don't need a tight end in this league. So wouldn't you much rather have a talent that's for sure more likely to have a game that they're going to pop off in every other weekend, unlike Pitts, that has Marcus Mariota as a quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, in the tight end premium, I'm not mad at that, getting that at the end of the 4th. But yeah, this is gonna be a C minus for me. Bogart gives it a D plus. Yeah, Ron. You just went too crazy on the QBs. Not saying you didn't do the right thing getting the 3rd one, but yeah, maybe that's what kind of messed things up a little bit. Yeah, and Ron said no, double points on catches. That's what he does. Yeah, for sure. That's why I'm not mad at that pick. And Ron said I heard A minus. All right, let's see. Who is next?
All love the run, all love.
All right, Clark said I'll take a grade. Here we go. Clark out of the 12 spot, so he's going to be drafting with us tomorrow. He went Eckler, Stafford, Jones, Mike Evans, McLaurin, Goff, Mitchell, Allen Robinson, Singletary, Juju, Gesicki, Corduroy, Pimpin, Eric Kendricks, Alan Lazard, Naheem Hines, Jacoby Myers, Jamal Williams, Cole Holcomb, Von Miller, Double Barrel Darrell, Tyler Higbee, Odell Beckham, Khalil Mack, Kendrick Bourne, Quintez Cephas, and then Chris Carson.
Little late throwing there, Chris Carson. I like it. You never know.
Yeah.
Might be done for, but if he plays, for some reason, Pete Carroll has some infatuation with
he loves
Chris
him.
Carson. Yeah, so he'll get touches.
Yeah.
I like his squad. I like his receivers. I think he's pretty strong there, especially getting Lazard that late to solidify like the potential 3 number ones he's going to have and still having A-Rob and then maybe another potential fourth number one in Juju. Don't really know what's going to happen there.
Yep.
And yeah, he took the hero RB approach, Eckler early, and then a bunch of dead zone backs.
Yep.
Like the Evans pick, not in love with the Mac Jones pick, but he needed a second quarterback. So
Yeah. I mean, I like this one. I'm gonna give this one a B minus just for the whole makeup. I mean,
I'll give it a
I
B.
did I did mention that I would have probably taken someone different over Mac Jones there just because I mean he's gonna be real consistent, but I guess the ceiling, there's a couple other guys who I would have just rather taken in front of him, but it's kind of nitpicking. I like everything that you did for the most part. All right.
Let's get a Stativelli grade in if nobody else has put another name in.
We've got it. I'm just gonna go in order. Let's see.
Just because I know we're drafting him on
Clark.
Sunday.
All right, we'll do Antonio real quick. He was the next one who asked. So we got Burrow, Rodgers, Mixon, Higgins, Hall, DJ Moore, Pickett, Devonta Smith, Garrett Wilson, Mike Thomas, Jordan Brooks, CJ Mosley, Michael Gallup, Chase Young, Alec Pierce, Marlon Mack, George Pickens, Hubbard, Van Jefferson. Oh, there's who sniped Van Jefferson from you. Curtis Samuel, Foreman, Tunyon, Hayden Hurst Helmsley, Demario Davis, Christian Kirksey, and then Westbrook Ekine. I'm going to give this one a C. And kind of, I mean, this would be a B minus if there was like another running back instead of Pickett.
I'm not in love with the Pickett pick.
Nah, it's just way too high. Like that was one of the fuck up picks, like for sure for him.
And then the only other complaint I have is I don't like the Wilson and Thomas back to back. Like maybe if he takes one of those and another receiver you can trust more.
Yeah.
I like it more.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. So not too shabby, Antonio, even though you weren't paying attention.
I'll give it a C plus because I like the Burrow and Rodgers stack. Yeah, Bogey agrees. C plus.
Same thing there. All right, let's see. Now who was next? There we go. Anthony was next. Here we go. And he's right next to Antonio. Went crazy with the QBs. I like it. Let's see how this shaped out. So Mahomes, Kelsey, Fields, Ryan, Aaron Jones, James Conner, Antonio Gibson, Mike Williams, Gabe Davis, Tyler Lockett, Chase Claypool, Bobby Wagner, Derwin James, Isaiah Simmons, Rashad White, Mecole Hardman, Kenny Gainwell, Jordan Poyer, Joker from the Browns, Corey Davis, Jimmy G, Shaq Thompson, Evan Ingram, Will Fuller, Raheem Mostert, and Sony Michel. Nice. So locking up a big portion of that Dolphins backfield there. So last time I remember Anthony grabbed I don't remember who he grabbed. Maybe it was Lance or someone. Got a little bit shaky with the second QB. And I was like, you probably would have got a better grade and I would have liked it more if you're taking a shaky second QB, if you go a little bit higher on your third QB. And he was following the QB trends and then locked in Ryan right away. So I kind of like that. Wide receiver is a little bit shaky, but these are pretty good best ball wide receivers though.
Especially when it gets down to Mecole and Corey Davis. Those are both good best ball guys.
Yeah. So there may be some weeks where those guys shit the bed and the team doesn't look too good, but I think those six guys
are going to carry.
Yeah.
Because if Justin Fields pops off, it's going to be because he has a big rushing week.
Yeah.
And when Matt Ryan pops off, it's going to be because he had a big passing week. So it's like you have the best of both worlds in your second quarterback in Mahomes.
Yeah.
He's going to do what he does with Kelsey. So, yeah, I like his squad. I'll give it a B minus.
Yeah, I'm going to give this one a B plus. I like it. And if the wide receivers were a little bit better, it'd probably be more on the A range. But still think that this team could be nasty. All right. And then Stativelli's next. We got... I don't like Stativelli's team because it's looking too good. I don't want to see it drafted like this out of the A spot on Sunday. But he got JT, Najee, Tua, Debo, Wentz, Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson, Schultz, Damian Harris, Dawson Knox, Tony Pollard, Chase Edmonds, Sky Moore, Jeremy Chin, Max Crosby, Mitch Trubisky, MVS, Zach Cunningham, Donovan Peoples-Jones, KJ Osborne, Denzel Perryman, Quincy Williams, Kenyon Drake, B. Robinson, Miles Jack, and then what's Phillips' first name? And then Kyle Phillips for the Titans. You going first?
I'm gonna give him an A because when Deontay Johnson's your third receiver and you still got Jonathan Taylor and Najee Harris, like that's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
And he waited on quarterbacks and he still got I think true, that's an amazing team. Just I don't like his quarterbacks, but Tua is still an upside play. No matter what people think, like he has Tyreek now, and he has Jalen Waddle that did what he did last season.
Yeah.
Then Carson Wentz has a floor. It might not be that good of one, but he's gonna finish as a top 17 quarterback.
Yeah. Bogart gives it a B. I'm gonna give it a B plus. I mean, if the QBs were any better, it'd probably be an A minus or an A team. I mean, that would shape up. I mean, how the first 6, 7 picks went, but yeah, it's real nasty there and real good depth on the running backs. Solid depth on the wide receiver, but it's so top heavy, you may not even need to play the bench that often here. And yeah, I mean, it's really just the QBs, but I like what you did because I mean, you pushed off getting the QB in the first 2 rounds for sure to lock up. I mean, at least in my opinion, the number 1 and 2 RBs this year.
Who's next? Who's next?
Yeah.
I'll go next if nobody's next.
Here we go. And yeah, how many more minutes you got?
I'm good. We can do like 1 or 2 more.
Okay, cool. We'll do John and then we'll do yours. And all right, so John auto drafted a couple picks in there, but I know he got back in. So he started off with Prescott, Adams, Hill, Barkley, Montgomery, Marcus Mariota, T.J. Watt, Roquan Smith, T.J. Hawkinson, Brandon Ayuk, Ertz, Damian Pierce, Aaron Donald, Alexander Madison, Noah Fant, Cole Kmet, Johan Dotson, Hunter Henry, Jesse Bates, Josh Allen, Deion Jones, Drew Lock, Xavier McKinney, Justin Simmons, Sauce Gardner, and then Matt Breida. So for me, this is like a C team. Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, too much IDP for my unexperienced taste.
Well, and I think that's I think that was where he got a lot of what's it called? Auto
just
picks.
for the spots though, just because there's only 2 flex.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I mean, 7 would be my max. I'm gonna have somewhere between 5 and 7 on any of these teams. Just depends on who drops. So I'm not gonna downgrade it because of that necessarily. But yeah, that's a bunch. That's like the max. You got more than 7. That's probably way too many to have. But yeah, it's a C for me because of the second QB. I mean, Mariota.
Running backs too.
Yeah, I mean, I like Barkley and Montgomery, yeah, but yeah, Pierce and Madison, those are the only backups there. And I mean, even
Pierce
for
could emerge, but Madison's strictly a handcuff. If Cook's on the field, he's gonna dominate.
Yeah.
Even though Madison's super talented.
If Hawkinson and Ertz, if they eat, I mean, your flex spots are going to be kind of nice, but if they don't, I mean, the flex spots are going to be are going to be really, really shaky on offense. That's for sure. But I mean, some of it was an auto draft and he was a little in and out. So it is what it is. Let's see.
I'll give that a C minus. C minus.
Same. All right, let's see what AJ threw together. We got Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, CD Lamb, Jameis Winston, Michael Pittman, Cam Akers, Zeke, Sutton, CEH, Cooks, Kirk, Michael Carter, Jameson Williams, Daryl Henderson, Patrick Queen, Jalen Tolbert, Tremaine Edmonds, JD McKissick, Justin Ross, Keontae Ingram, right? That's his first name. Yeah, Keontae Ingram. And where the hell did I leave off? Shaq Barrett, Gerald Everett, Sammy Watkins, Devin Bush, Jalen Phillips, and then KJ Hamler. I'm going to give this one a B. And It's real. I mean, I like what you did. Hedging the bets with Cam Akers and Daryl Henderson. If you had Tony Pollard, that would have made it like an even nicer stack. Because I'm just so nervous about getting Zeke or Pollard without having the other in these best balls. Because seems like it could be so shaky. But love the QBs, love the wide receivers. I mean, super top heavy. Your first four wide receivers are nasty, and then you throw Kirk in there as like the fifth one and Jameson Williams. Yeah, super nice. And yeah, even taking Winston in the fourth, that didn't even really hurt you. I mean, made the RBs, kind of drop in value a little bit, but I like what you did.
Yeah, I give myself a C. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Yeah, just the approach I like to take is just I need to lock up. I don't. I feel anxious if I don't have three quarterbacks in the first 5 or 6 picks,
Yeah.
and just in love with wide receivers. Always take a star receiver over whatever's left in the 7 through 11 running back range, and yeah, I'll take Akers all day.
And has said A minus B plus for AJ. He did get Henderson to back up Akers. Yep. There we go. All right. Well, how about we do mine just real quick, just while you're here, and then because I know you got to bounce pretty soon. We got Cup, Brady, Diggs, Cousins, AJ Dillon, Josh Jacobs, Jerry Judy, Bateman, Goddard, Thielen, Baker Mayfield, Rashad Penny, Christian Watson, Tyler Boyd, Devondre Campbell, Devontae Parker, Mark Ingram, Bobby, dang it, Bogart. How do we say it? How's he say it? Okarike. Okoroke. Yeah, because we're saying it wrong. Okariki is apparently wrong, but I forget how Bogard said that he said it. It's like, it's like Okarike, like carrot cake almost. So yeah, that's what we're gonna start calling him. Carrot cake. Now I remember. And then we got Zamir White, Albert O, Irv Smith, AJ Green, Marvin Jones, Jerome Baker, Alex Singleton, and then Quay Walker.
Yeah, I like your team. It's like what you told me. Like when your first three receivers are Cup, Diggs, and Judy, and then you can throw Bateman on top and then Thielen on top, and then even Boyd, just an amazing best ball play because he's gonna have like 4 or 5 weeks where he's the man. And I like that you solidified that backfield too with Josh Jacobs and Zamir White, and then picking up Mark Ingram to be a play in your first 6 weeks. Because, I mean, yeah, your first running back, AJ Dillon, and that might be a little weak, but having Ingram that might solidify the first 6 weeks for you. Like Dillon could be on his feet running by the time Kamara comes back. You know what I mean? So that might be a good thing.
All these the running backs are going to make it or break it. Like I wouldn't mind Dillon being like my number 2, which I guess like Josh Jacobs could be the number 1 on this team. But yeah, Rashad Penny, I needed to get another running back before him. It was this weird ass like spot where all the running backs just kind of sucked, like right in there from round wherever I took Bateman to like Penny, like everything just kind of sucked, like within there in those rounds.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give you a B plus because you waited for quarterback and you got Brady, and then you waited again and you still got Kirk. So I think the patience paid off. So it's a solid team. I give it a B plus.
Yeah, it has said running back room could be stronger, but I give it a solid A minus. Yeah, I'll give this one a B for myself because I do like how top heavy it is, and getting Brady and Cousins, I'd be super stoked like on that.
If you get that in the draft tomorrow night, then you're going to have a really good squad.
Yeah, and I'm really curious, if I do go with the guy like Cup, first, because yeah, man, I mean,
the real thing, you ain't gambling anymore. I feel
No.
like tomorrow people are going to be drafting a lot more conservatively, so you're going to see like 9, 8, 9, 10 quarterbacks grabbed in the
like
first
Mark
round.
said, I'll give it a P for Penny.
I'm predicting over or under 7 quarterbacks taken in the first round tomorrow.
Oh fuck! I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, if nothing else, that would be a push. I think 7 is the floor. And what have we seen? We've seen 11.
6 right here. Or no, I guess 7 right here. Yeah, 7's the floor for sure. I'm thinking like there could be potentially up to 10 gone in the first round tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, in one of these mocks that we did recently, we saw 11 go in the first round. So yeah, anywhere from 7 to 11. I doubt that JT won't go in the first round or Cup or
If JT or Cup is there in the second round, I do not care if don't have a second quarterback. I'm grabbing him.
so
Undeniable talent.
there's a world where Cup easily falls to the second. I mean, I've seen it happen in these mocks all the time because I mean, I'd take him as the number one wide receiver, but those first three guys, just like the QBs, I mean, they're kind of interchangeable. A lot of people are on Jefferson, a lot of people are on Chase, and a lot of people are still on Cup. All right. Well, you getting out of here? Or you want to do another one?
I think I'm about to roll out of here.
Okay. Well, tell
I'm
everybody.
working a few, so I gotta. Everybody can follow me at FFT_fantasy on Twitter, and then check out the podcast page at frontline_FF for the Fantasy Frontline podcast. First episode's about to come out pretty soon. Keep y'all updated on that.
Antonio, what the hell are you talking about? You're saying anybody want to take over my teams? You don't want to draft on Tuesday, you bastard. He always acts like that when he gets drunk. It's like he overcommitted to leagues or something. So he gets drunk and like, fuck, what did I do? I got myself into too many drafts. Don't worry, Antonio. You're going to be all right.
It's time for me to roll out of here. Catch y'all later.
Sounds good, homie. Thanks for joining.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now let's see. Joey. Here we go. Joey's another one who wanted to be graded. We got Justin Jefferson, Christian McCaffrey, AJ Brown, Trevor Lawrence, J.K. Dobbins, Danny Pesos, Ritter way fucking early on that, but might not have been able to get him because Mariota went around earlier. Then we got Darius Leonard, Chris Olave, DeAndre Hopkins, Russell Gage, Nick Bosa, Tyler Algier, DJ Chark, Trey Diggs, John Mechie, Aiden Hutchinson, Jamison Crowder, Laviska Shenault, Davis Price, Patrick Surtain, David Njoku, Teddy Bridgewater, Terrace Marshall, Robbie Anderson, and Derek Stingley. All right, so I like what you did at the top. I really do. I mean, the first like 5 picks, I mean, really nice. I mean, especially being able to get Dobbins, like all the way at the end of the 5th. But yeah, the Danny Pesos and beyond. I mean, I'm no problem with Leonard in the 3rd. But yeah, I mean, Danny Pesos and Ritter back to back. I mean, this really shows how you can't push off like QBs like crazy, especially if you're in like the back half of the draft. I'm okay with getting Lawrence as your number 1 in the 4th round. Like that's actually like really good value on him. But yeah, Jones and Ritter, I hate the value on those guys. And then I mean, you're really top heavy at the wide receivers and running backs. I mean, your flexes are decent, but yeah, I'm probably going to give this one a C here. And yeah, it's just rough after you get past like your starters there and you start getting into the flexes and the super flex. And Bogart said a D for Danny Dumbass. And Clark said that QBs are weak, CMC's risky. Yeah, I mean, but CMC in the 2nd round, I mean, someone's going to take him in the 2nd round. So if it's not him, it definitely would have been someone else. But I definitely would have taken Najee over CMC if I was in that spot personally, because Najee was still there. Somehow Najee fell to fucking Stativelli. And Hess said, I love the start, but then it gets ugly. Yeah, it gets real ugly real quick. That's for sure. All right. So let's see. And then TJ said, grade him, please. So for TJ, he went QB heavy in the beginning. I remember shouting this out when this was going on. We got Josh Allen, Derek Carr, Trey Lance, Travis Etienne, Leonard Fournette, Michael Parsons. That could be an ode to Stu, so hat tip to Stu. And Chris Godwin, Darnell Mooney, Elijah Moore, Pat Fryermuth, James Cook, Rojo, Kenny Galladay, and hold on. We got to start dropping this for Kenny Galladay.
Oh my God, they killed Kenny, you bastard!
David Bell, Rondell Moore, Tim Patrick, Khalil Herbert, Jacoby Brissett, Trey Sermon, Nico Collins, Isaiah Pacheco, Logan Thomas, Voluce Jones, Trey Hendrickson, Paris Campbell, and what's Strong's first name? Pierre Strong. Right. So this one for my man TJ. So, I mean, I like what you did with the QBs. I mean, there's no way that you're going to get Lance. I mean, later than that. So, I mean, if you really, really wanted Lance, I mean, props to you for getting him there because no way he would have lasted to the end of the fourth. I like the running backs. I mean, for waiting on the running backs to get ETN and Fournette right there, super, super nice. Michael Parsons. Okay, it's not that I don't like the pick, and if the pick was for Stu, we'll give him a little hat tip to Stu. But in this format with the IDP flex, Michael Parsons isn't a cheat code like he is when we actually have the defensive line spot. So you just don't really need to draft him that early is what it is. And what up, Song? What's going on, bro? I mean, you may have to draft him that early if you want to get him no matter what. But I'm just saying, like, to draft him that early, the value, it might not be worth it taking him that early in this format that we're doing. And then Chris Godwin, that would make me super, super shaky being my number one because he could start on the pup. Darnell Mooney, Elijah Moore. I mean, if Chris Godwin starts on the pup and those are your number 1 and 2s, I mean, I don't know how happy you are about that. And TJ did say that Parsons was a pick to Stu, so hat tip to Stu. So I'm gonna give this one a C. And yeah, it's the wide receivers. I mean, you got a crazy amount of wide receiver depth, so I mean, at least you did hedge your bets, with guys like Godwin. But that's why I'm gonna give this one a C. Is little top heavy, but the depth, not there as much. But I do like it. And Clark said, yeah, Najee for show. Been burned 2 years in a row by CMC. Yeah, and I mean, if CMC falls to me, really late, I'll definitely be interested, in a CMC pick. But yeah, it's a nervous thing with CMC. Like it really makes me nervous because, like, yes, I mean, he burned me 2 years in a row as well. Like, man, if we go back 2 years, I swear this was like the worst team that I've had in fantasy football, like, ever. And it was an auction draft, and I started it off with CMC and CEH. And oh man, like, I may have only won like 3 or 4 games, like, in that one. It was so not fun. And yeah, I'm super jaded on CMC myself. I would definitely I'm taking Najee over CMC. I'm taking Eckler over CMC for sure. I would take and Jonathan Taylor, obviously, but I would for sure take 3 running backs over CMC right now. But if CMC's healthy, he could finish as the number 1, overall running back. So there's risk baked into his price already, because if we knew that he was going to be healthy for the entire season, he'd be the 101 and there wouldn't be any questions about it. All right, let's get the hell up out of here. Appreciate you guys rocking with me as usual. And so we got the real draft going down tomorrow. It is going to be going down at 6:30 p.m. West Coast time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. We had to start a little later just to make sure we could accommodate everyone getting off of work. And I've got a few California people, in this one, but it's going to be super, super dope. So make sure you guys come tap in, because the smoke session is going to be lit, and you're going to see the first real draft happening in these divisions. And Clark said in a keeper league, had CMC the last 4 years, won the first 2 years off his back, lost the last 2 for the same reason. Yeah, bro, that is super tough. At least you got those 2 wins, those 2 Super Bowls, 2 championships. They will carry you a long way. And all right, and thanks for making it all the way to the end, guys. Check out the new outro. Leave a comment and let me know what you think of the new outro. Peace out, guys.